Fire makes the city look so bright. Close your eyes and just stay tight. We have to go. Stay with me while we leave. Don't worry, just believe me. This journey will relieve. Just stay with me while we leave. Stay with me. It wouldn't be right to say anyways, for place where we live with certain blaze. The fire makes the city look so bright. Close your eyes and just stay tight. We have to go. Stay with me while we leave. Don't worry, just believe me. This journey will relieve us. Stay with me while we leave. Stay with me while we leave. Don't worry, just believe me. This journey will relieve. Stay with me.
Okay, hello, and welcome to the Alliance live show. 117. Maurice has left the building, apparently. You're not on screen, Maurice. Just letting you know. Anyway, I guess we have some technical difficulties. But what live show wouldn't be great without those, right?
That makes it more fun.
Yeah. So I will talk to Maurice and see what's up with that. But in the interim, let's get on with the show. So first and foremost, howdy to everybody. How's it going? I hope everybody's having a great weekend. We're going to go ahead and dive into some discussion here, and we'll do some gameplay. Now, first and foremost, let me introduce the lovely people here on the show. First and foremost, good old Maurice from the Operation Metaverse universe. How you doing, Maurice? Okay, I think we lost Maurice altogether. So,
Yeah.
This is what happens when you don't wear pants.
Yeah. The internet found out he wasn't wearing pants, so it cut out on him.
So it happens, but I'm sure he'll join us as soon as possible. Now, the beautiful voice that you just heard was that of none other than Avinash from the Boba's Alliance. How you doing?
Oh, good. You said her. You said
I'm
Avinash.
doing great.
Son of a bitch.
And
Yeah.
and the even slightly more effeminate voice with
How dare you, sir? I will kill you. I'll have you know, I'm a man. I pee standing up. I'll have you know.
Ranger J1999.
I know, because I just did it.
Ranger J1999, everybody.
I'll put this whole goddamn system on trial right now. I will go crazy. Don't get me started.
So, how are you guys faring in TB with the updated requirements?
It's been interesting.
Yeah.
It's been a different TV, I can tell you that much. I'm actually looking to see where we're at right now with it, but definitely changed the ball game. It's been different. It's been a little fun, I think, to be able to theory craft and see what works and what doesn't work and stuff like that. So spice things up a little bit, I would say.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely helped a lot of people defeat the A-Clay and get that achievement for sure. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I know you guys were probably already beating the A-Clay before this, but I wasn't, so I was able to get the A-Clay done with my Revan team. That was pretty awesome.
It's cute. You called it the A-Clay.
A-Clay?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Next, should be calling Padme Padme. I mean, what is this bizarre world we live in?
Listen, it's okay. There's a lot of names in Star Wars. You know, I used to know a guy that called him Boba Fett.
That name is Boba. It's Boba Fett.
Boba Fett.
Boba Fett right there, and then
Boba Fett.
Boba Fett.
Boba Fett.
Lord Skunk used to call him Boba Fett.
Why would you mention that name? I just found out. May he rot in hell.
Why would you even talk about this person? He could be watching right now. He may be mad at you.
Oh, if he is, I'm sorry, Skunk. I wish you to go to hell. I don't know if I made that clear. You're a despicable human being. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, this TV's definitely been different.
It's been fun. I've actually enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's kind of nice not to have those tune restrictions on there, because it made me think about a little bit more what to use in those ones that were previously restricted, like the Doku Asajj one. That I used. What was it I used? I used Grievous and Droideka, for example, or I used Dooku and Droideka. Man, that was a great combo.
Yeah. I used the two Kylos in that one.
Oh, did you really? Wow.
Yeah, it worked perfectly. It's like, yes, keep putting the debuffs on. Yes, make me stronger.
Did you guys still use Asajj and Dooku for the 2-node?
No, I used the two Kylos, the two Kylo Rens.
Okay.
Yeah, I did use Dooku and Droideka, or I used GG and Droideka.
Okay.
That was a kick butt combination. And then just before we got on the live stream here, I finished my WAP mission. So I was a happy camper with that one. That's still kind of difficult to do, but I managed it.
It depends. I mean, like, I just threw my Revan team in there, and it was awesome. I mean, I was able to auto it.
For the Dooku mission?
No, for the
for the Watt mission.
For the Watt mission.
Okay.
Yeah, for the Dooku mission, I still use Dooku and Asajj because it works, and I don't, I mean.
If it works, it works, right?
Right. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And really, they're two characters that I don't necessarily need to use elsewhere. I still, I still need to work a little bit on my. I need to get some of my Night Sisters to Gear 13. So, in order to do better here in Darkside TB. But what I wanted to talk about was light side TB. So I know obviously we're talking about the differences here, and I think it's cool. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like that the requirements have been taken off for this. Is this going to be just a one-time deal, or are they going to do this again?
They said something about this was going to be a one-time thing.
Until they get it fixed, right?
Well, and you know what happened with Captain Han Solo in the light side one? They never
got it fixed. Yeah,
they never got it fixed. I have a feeling that they might I think what they did was they just removed all the restrictions this time, and they might put back some of the restrictions with some of the nodes. Maybe leave the Dooku one available for anything, but lock down some of the other ones. I think that's my thought.
Yeah. Nobody cares about him. I mean, Maurice.
Yeah, we're just tired of him. Yeah, we just thought,
he just does whatever he wants.
Yeah,
he runs around in his underwear, not wearing pants or not wearing a shirt. Drinking moonshine. We're just sucking.
No, I just figured you took it down because I wasn't there.
You better put some pants on there, buddy. He's got his tight pants. He's got his tight pants on.
Yeah, my Wi-Fi went out about 35 seconds before we started the show here.
Well, these things happen. I blame society. I mean, hey. Oh my goodness. I see spectacles. Well, he's looking down at the camera in his game and fulfilling his addiction.
No, I think I still use the Geos for the Watt mission. I use Malik and somebody else for the.
Oh, my mic was muted that whole time. So, yeah.
Oh my lord.
Yeah. So Maurice is back, and I was asking. Like I said, we were talking about whether or not the character restrictions changed like your gameplay, basically.
Oh yeah. I used the Geos for the Watt mission. Still, I used Malik and somebody else for the special mission, the Asajj Dooku mission. I platooned my Darth Revan, Bastila, pretty much the whole team, but I still had Malik, and pretty much everything else is still the same. I tried the Geonosis on the special mission today. That was a bad decision.
Yeah, that probably didn't work out well.
No, that didn't go well.
Did you get past the first phase, or was it just a roll?
Yeah, I got to the third phase. And then, and then Clone Sergeant went, all my bugs were dead. So that was about it.
Well, yeah, I did. I used bugs on one of the other normal missions, and I ended up getting to the last phase. And then I met this person called Shakti in the clones, and I got raffle stomped. It was like, I hate phase 4, day 4 of the territory battle, because I'm getting through the first 3 battles fine. Then I get to that 4th round, and man, did they resist everything. They don't take any damage. They just go over there and one-shot you. It's awful. God.
And you're almost embarrassed. It's like, I'm embarrassed. I had R7 on all my team, and I somehow got wiped out in one shot.
It's so bad. Ray Rock says Scom looks like he had too much celebration of the Clemson game last night. That's not his team, though. Your team's you're a Gamecock fan, right?
No, we lost Appalachian State. I was drinking for another reason.
Maurice, it looks like
I was drinking in celebration of us getting a new coach next year. So yeah.
Maurice, with that green screen, it looks like you have like the Ninja Turtle secret of the U's going on behind it.
Oh, he's doing the Max Header thing from the '80s.
I mean, I can't really. I gotta. All right, here. I just turned my camera off. I gotta take it all down.
Okay, I'll take it off.
Yeah.
All right. So what I wanted to start talking about here was the light side GOTB. So basically, it seems like we're getting, to the part where we're going to have, light side GOTB come in here probably. I mean, we're already in November. I think it's going to happen before December. So we're probably like maybe 2 weeks away, 3 weeks away. I mean, would you guys say that we're like in the, we're at DEFCON 1 here for light side GOTB?
It's getting close. I'd say within 10. Obviously, after when this one ends in 7 days, I think we're about a week away. If I was to say anything, at least, right, until the next, whenever they're going to launch the next GOTB, because it wasn't in the calendar, so there was a little space there, and I was like, oh, I see what you did there.
I don't think they'll wait to December for this. I think they'll do.
Oh
this.
no, it's coming.
It's
coming.
I think it'll be now, and. So, if that's the case, let me know when you're ready, Gon.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So, if that's the case, right? What do you think we need to have absolute must ready for when Lightside GOTB starts?
Lots of relics.
Yeah, I'm already started down that path. GR clones. It's just light-sided relics. Here we come.
So, I mean, it's safe to say you're going to need your Revan team, right? You're going to need you're probably going to need to figure out a way to split Revan and Bastila, right? Like, so you make a Bastila team and a Revan team with the Jedi?
I don't know about that.
I don't know if Vaseline's going to do you much good just because you're not going to have much offense. Like you're not going to be able to get through the carry. I think Jedi Knight Revan teams are going to be very good because they've got that max health mechanic. You know that's how you used to take down Freya and Nest when Jedi Knight Revan was meta. You just hit them and just their max health is big enough.
Right.
I mean, these characters are going to have huge max health pools, so that will be very effective.
Padme team.
Yeah, Padme's safe. Anything that does max health
Clones, Padme, Shock T is going to be a big part of this. I think CLS will still be really good. Relic, Han, and Chewie with the damage they can put out there.
I think you'll definitely need CLS, yeah, for sure. Probably also you're going to need Padme and Anakin and that team, right?
Yep.
I mean, obviously, General Skywalker is going to be a huge benefit for anybody who
eventually, when he gets his little grubby paws in there, it'll be a key important factor.
How useful do you think Grande's saying here? Resistance team. What's up, Grande Patron in the chat, by the way?
Problem is with JTR is that team is predicated on them, doing what they do, right? We've seen from Darkside TB the resist rate of these characters, so I think JTR is going to get raffle stomped. Maybe not in the first day or two, but after that, she's going to be really useless. You're not going to be landing any of the debuffs that team needs, and I think it's going to get stomped into the ground, unfortunately.
So you don't think Resistance is like a Phase 4 team?
No, I don't. I think it's but the tenacity and stuff that's on these characters. I mean, we've seen with the dark side, even with relic characters, how badly they get resisted. Mm-hmm. It's brutal. I think JTR is a team that's just not going to survive. It's going to get crushed.
What do you think about a Finn-led team?
That's even worse.
I was going to say that's going to be worse. It's just not going to hold up. There's just no way.
Well, the Finn lead is predicated on potency tenacity checks, whereas the Rey team is more crit chance. oriented, but the exposes, I'm not sure off the top of my head if the turn me removal from the exposed enemies is potency based or not. That I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. You're gonna need like in this dark side one, you need characters with tenacity down. Since you're facing dark side characters, on the flip side, you're gonna need cases of tenacity up. Because they're gonna be all debuff oriented characters, and your characters start getting shocked and exposed and stunned and ability blocked and dazed and all that other stuff we're using now to beat the light side characters. You're in trouble.
What about Old Republic with Zalbar and Mission?
Old Republic would be good.
Yeah, I think Ness might do some things. She might be like the DACA of that kind of team. She just keeps getting pumped up until she starts one-shotting things. That could be a possibility. I kind of like that combination. I'm thinking about CLS. I think it'll be okay, but I don't think it's going to be able to do. I think it's kind of in that GTR kind of boat.
You think CLS is in the JTR boat?
Yeah, I really do. I mean, it's going to counter a lot, right? But it doesn't regen. So if you look at some of the teams like Padme, Jedi Knight Revan, the clones, they can regenerate their health and protection back. It's a lot harder to do that. Not as efficient as those other teams as CLS does. I mean, CLS himself can, but Han and Chewie get some back. But yeah.
What about
CLS might get hosed here.
What about Ewoks?
No,
they're going to get crushed.
Yeah, they'll just. I mean, they'll never get through that.
It's going to be that there's going to be maybe 4 teams that are going to be useful in the light side territory battles. It's sort of like what's happening now with the dark side. You've got your top teams, and that's pretty much it. If you use anything else, you're screwed. You lose waves, you lose everything. You go doing 0 of 4 because your first order kind of sucks. Your Imperial troopers, get absolutely crushed. The bounty hunters, you're lucky to get 3 out of 4 waves. Although if you stick Watt in there, you will get 4/4.
Watt's making a big difference.
Oh, huge difference. So you're limited in the dark side, and I imagine you're going to be just as limited in the light side. And a lot of those teams are not health oriented. They're a lot of them are squishy.
Yeah, light side's supposed to be harder too, with totally different mechanics, right? So we should be getting different enemies, and it'll be interesting.
But if you look at teams like Gas, right? You look at teams like the Padme team. If you look at, just for those two, or Jedi Knight Revan, you can get your health protection back with the makeup. So those 3 teams will be really, really solid. Especially once they're relic, they're pretty good. Some of the other ones might be okay, but Dark Side's kind of giving us a taste of what works and what doesn't work. So
I think. I mean, I just cast off the Ewoks, and I think the Ewoks could be a good team, but you're going to need a solid.
They're too squishy.
Like it's going to take you a long, long time. If you've got Gear 13 and relics on your Ewoks, I think it'll work. But it's.
Do you think they have the health and protection to survive some of those hits?
It's going to take you an hour and a half to go in there and try to use your Ewoks in your Old Republic and for 2 missions. Like that's going to be lengthy. Ordo's interesting. I think for Old Republic to work, you're definitely going to need probably a Gear 13 relic Ordo.
I
don't know. Probably Mission as well, just for some damage, because she can pump out some damage.
She can.
I've got her relic 3 now, and she's hitting pretty stout. I don't even have her really modded that well, so that was a splurge last second. Just kind of, hey, I've got all these relic materials. Let's do Mission. It's she's pretty good. Solo stick Ray. Yeah, there you go.
God.
Obviously, the clone.
I knew that was going to come up.
It was only a matter of time.
But it was Gom, and it was Gom, but not Remon.
It's only a matter of time. Stick Ray. Yeah, McFlies, what's up, buddy? What about? Obviously, the clones are going to be a huge component here too, right? So, they're probably going to have required nodes. So
Piggy Poo makes a good point. He said, hopefully some good reworks will come with light side TB. I think that's a very, very high chance of that happening. At least a few. The mace. Like a mace like
really
facing
hope so.
now,
Yeah.
where you get that supercharged thing. Next time you hit them, they pretty
Get the
much
mark
die.
and stuff that he does. Yeah.
So we'll see.
So, Gom, when do you think it's dropping? Do you think we're getting light side TB in a week? You think it's going to be next month?
Well, Top Hat said it was either in the Q&A or the interview they did on the podcast. I don't recall, but they were shooting for mid-ish of November. So that's on schedule.
I was thinking around the 18th, I think, was the date that I was estimating, yeah.
So it should be the next TB that we get. Should be light side.
It's slotted in there. I don't think it said, I think it had Hoth for both of them, but it only had this Geonosis for the first one. I don't think there was a
correct
Geonosis on the schedule, so they left it open.
Right. They did that last month, I think, and the month before that too. So, I think there's just no definite date, but they're just leaving it open in case they can drop it.
How is this going to work now? So now you're going to get the option to choose between 4 different TBs?
Well, alternating back and forth.
So you'll get the light side and then Geo, or is it going to be so basically you'll choose Geonosis and it'll give you light side or dark side Geo back and forth, or you'll pick Hoth and it'll give you that, right? I mean, I don't know how that will work. Is what I'm wondering. Is it?
One rotation will be dark side Hoth, dark side Geonosis, and the next one will be light side Hoth and light side Geonosis, is what I'm assuming. Because that's the way it was with Hoth; it alternated back and forth.
Right.
Which that's why us and our guild personally, I was really stressing, use your very, very best teams for the WAP mission, because we were maybe 40 shards short of 6-star, and we got 43. So we got 6-star, because there's going to be huge gaps now in our Watt shard collection. So I'm glad we got that. We did real well in that special mission. I think we got 43, 45 people beating it. That was, granted, it was kind of a gimme, like a fudge, but it's so we got that in last second. So we'll see.
Right.
Now it'll be working on Watt, working on Monday or whatever for the other one. So
do you guys think there are any guilds out there that shouldn't do light side GOTB and should continue to just do dark side and work on that?
No.
Tough to say ahead of time.
Yeah, we just don't know what the expectation. We just don't know what's going to be included in the light side territory battles. It's just going to be, a test of our frustration and will to try and get through it the first time and figure out what exactly is needed, what we need to do, and what's going to be good for the other guilds that are out there. We won't know till then.
Yeah, that's the thing, but some people may. I don't even know if that'll be an option, right? You'll probably have to choose either light side Hoth or light side Geo, right? So it would really be just deciding between doing Hoth and Geo, not between dark side or light side.
Right.
Oh man,
I don't know. We'll see.
We're all gonna die.
Yeah. It'll be interesting.
We'll see. But other than that, I don't know. I'm kind of curious how they're going to play out the next 2 months, because again, we've got most likely light side GOTB coming in a couple weeks, and I'm imagining if they're going to introduce any type of content related to the Rise of Skywalker, that's going to be coming in the next few weeks as well. I'd imagine, we're a month and a half, 6 weeks out of the movie release. So, we're getting really into the red zone here, where they need to start, promoting the movie, maybe releasing some characters from the movie. When do you guys think we'll see our first character from the Rise of Skywalker?
Mid-December.
Yeah, I was going to say December, definitely.
Yeah, and Top Hat, said, I think it was in that podcast, that this light side TB will wrap up the Clone Wars sort of era in the game for now. They're going to be back to the episode 9, and they're even going to go back to episode 7 and 8 and touch on some of that stuff he said. So,
Hey,
I'd imagine we're getting lots of Resistance and First Order stuff in the next few months. So that's good. Those factions are they're still good, but they're getting kind of dated. Every new character and team that comes out puts them a little bit further behind. So maybe there'll be a little clone treatment, kind of update some characters. Like there are characters like Poe, your girl Stick Ray. Some of these characters have never really had a rework. They got new Zetas added to them. Finn's been reworked a bunch, but Poe really could use a little update. Maybe Rose, maybe Holdo, maybe some of those characters. Resistance Pilot is a character that's awful, but I don't think anyone.
There's a bunch of Jedi that could use it. I mean, if they're ever going to rework Mace, now is the time.
Yeah, so I think if Mace and a lot of these older Jedi don't get reworked for this this territory battle, I'm not sure they're going to. So
and they're pretty much dead.
Yeah, go ahead and just retire that Ethkoth permanently. Pretty much.
Ethkoth is waiting, man. Waiting to stun a droid. All right, let's roll into the meta and the top 5, and then we'll do some Q&A. First and foremost, let's jump in here. So, what we're looking at here is pretty much what we've been looking at for about 8 months. Just pure unadulterated Revan. Yeah, I mean, are you guys seeing a lot more Padme out there?
I'm running Padme now.
You're running Padme?
Really saying that.
No, I'm not really seeing it that much. There's quite a mix in arenas right now for me.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm seeing mostly either Padme or or IG-88. Really, that's really all I'm seeing.
Yeah, those are the two I use. If it's 15 minutes for a payout, I'm still in 20th place. That's why I use IG-88. just should power my way up into about 4 minutes to the top. But Padme, I'm having a lot of fun with Padme now. I've got the proper characters. It takes a little. It takes a pretty ridiculous investment.
What's your 5?
Padme, GK, Anakin, 3PO, and R2. But I had the Gear 13 3PO, which is a little bit silly, but that's a big health boost. He needs some speed. R2, I'm working on taking him all the way to Relic 7. I got him at 5 now. He's making a huge difference because I've got about 90,000 health on him. And he's sharing that with the rest of the team, and it's really giving him a lot of survivability. It's kind of dicey versus Revan. I would say maybe 75%. Tough against some of the very, very top teams, but I'm just kind of building this team in preparation to have something for. I don't want to get taken by surprise if Relic 7 Skywalker pops up in my Grand Arena. I want to have something that stands a chance, so I don't know if it'll work. It works against the one on my shard 3 out of 4 times. So I'm about maybe, I guess, 6 for 8 against the guy on my shard, but he's still got a couple Gear 12 clones too, so it's I'm not ready to call it dependable yet, but.
All right, let's move along to the top 10 squad members at rank 1. And again, there's not much really to look at here, with the exception of, I guess I see some more Kenobis and Anakins, so I'm assuming that's just indicative of, more Padme teams. But, all right, let's do the top 5. And this week we're doing top 5 characters to mod with tenacity sets. So yeah, we recently did top 5 with health sets, top 5 with speed sets. Now we're doing tenacity sets. Who do we have at number 5 here, Maurice?
Number 5 is going to be your girl Visas Mar.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I thought it was going to be Darth Vader.
Visas Mar she makes the top 5, guys. Mainly because she's a countering character, and if she uses her basic and she has no debuffs, she will cleanse a character on your team. Very, very, very good against any sort of Sith comps. A lot of people are putting, at least in the higher tiers in Division 1 and stuff, a lot of people are starting to put Palpatine and stuff on defense. She is coming in little more handy than normal. But just if she's debuffed, she doesn't cleanse. That takes away a huge part of her kit. So, that's pretty goes without saying. I mean, you guys. I mean, I know Ramon, you like her. I don't. I'm not a huge fan. You can see here, I got her Gear 12 No Zeta.
I mean, she was great as like an anti-Treya character.
Yeah.
But
yeah, she just. I don't know. I think they really intended for her to break this, like to really be helpful in the Sith raid. It's just she's really not that great. But we'll see. Maybe she'll come in handy one day, one day soon. But this is a character. If you're going to use her, definitely throw some tenacity on her. And when we say tenacity, guys, we're not talking about a tenacity cross and call it a day. I mean, we're talking 120 at the minimum % tenacity, if not way higher. So do keep that in mind. When we talk about tenacity, you need a lot of tenacity for tenacity to be effective. So do remember that.
We got a super chat from Minato Namikaze saying, "No way, those are Rimon's mods."
Of course, they're not Rimon's mods. Get out of here.
Well, Ramon's defense, his Visas is probably modded better than mine.
My Visas is actually pretty good. Yeah, I have a pretty good Visas. Yep. But that is our number 5 character to mod with tenacity sets. Moving along to our number 4 character, we have B2 Super Battle Droid.
What did you say?
Yeah, B2 Battle Droid. You want tenacity and potency on him, but you put him in these Grievous comps, and there is stacking tenacity and potency elements both in that team. But really, I mean, you have to have tenacity on B2. I mean, potency is obviously very important, but tenacity, if B2 gets dazed, he gets ability blocked, he gets stunned. I mean, not only are you losing your AoE constant dispel, but you're also losing turn meter for the team with that B2 Zeta. B2 fuels so much turn meter for that team. If he gets dazed, you're in bad shape. And a lot of these comps, that beat the Grievous counters, basically pull B2 out, and they either daze B2 or they try to stun B2. And if they're shedding debuffs, it makes it a little tougher. B2, he needs no speed whatsoever. So I mean, you can replace the speed with tenacity relatively easily in this kit. With those stacking mechanics, I think a good goal. And Mandalore talks about this a lot in his videos. Try to go for like 100% potency, 100% tenacity. Over the course of the battle, they will climb much higher. So it's a good goal to kind of have your B2s at and kind of make them all around, especially if you're using him. If you're a newer player and don't have access to Grievous, but for some reason you have B2, he's a great kind of plug and play character, and he'll need tenacity even more in those situations.
What's up to Paparazzi in the chat?
Paparazzi.
And what's up to Thomas Willingham? What's going on? Yeah, I mean, B2 definitely great with potency and tenacity sets. You definitely don't want him to get ability blocked. So the increased tenacity definitely helps out as well. Now, the potency really helps out when it comes to him sticking that ability. It's
use your words, clone.
It's the buff immunity. Sorry. Yeah, buff immunity. Yeah. But that's our number 4 character to mod with tenacity sets. Moving along to our number 3 character to mod with tenacity sets. We have who, Maurice?
Zalbar?
Yep.
Whew. Close my phone. Yes, Zalbar. Now, Zalbar, of course, is going to be great on your Old Republic teams, but you're seeing a lot of people use him with like Watt combinations, and he is a very good standalone tank. If Kenobi wasn't kind of married to the Padme team now, the same thing would apply to him. Just he can't passively taunt if he's buff block. That includes the comps with Watt. If you use them with Watt, you're probably not using them with the Karth lead, and the Karth lead provides additional tenacity, but if you use them with Watt, you're probably not. So you're going to need a lot of tenacity on him. If you want him to be effective with Watt, you're going to need at least probably 140 to 160 plus % tenacity. You do not want him to get buff blocked. Because if he's not taunting, they've kind of just ruined your whole Watt Zalbar combination there. So that's a team that you guys are going to start seeing a lot of people running that now. But you can't have him buff blocked. If he's buff blocked, if he's dazed when he's taunting, he can't counter, which means he can't call mission to assist with those Zetas. He is really, he is a shell of himself if he's debuffed. So if you can keep him clean for the debuffs, he is a phenomenal, right up there in terms of the top tanks of the game overall. If you can keep the debuffs off there, so it's very, very important.
That's science.
It's pretty much science. Yeah, Zalbar. Again, you definitely don't want him, like Maurice said, to be debuffed, and tenacity over 140% is not easy to achieve. So you definitely need to look and see. Now does it mean that you're gonna, if you have to compromise on speed for that, that's okay?
Yes. Well, yeah, it depends. It depends on where you're running Zalbar. If you're running with Watt, he's gonna continue to taunt. But at the same time, if you have that Zeta on the Zalbar, he only gets that protection regeneration, I think, at the beginning of his turn. So the more turns he takes, the more protection regeneration he gets. So you got to find a little happy medium for whatever comp. Zalbar does need some speed. The more he goes, the more dots and the more regeneration he gets. So you want to find a little happy place for him. You don't need 120 speed on him, but if you can get, let's say, 150% tenacity and maybe 60 secondary speed on him, that'd be pretty awesome. That'd be pretty good Zalbar. Of course, protection. So good character.
And that is our number 3 character to mob with tenacity sets. Moving along to our number 2 character to mob with tenacity sets, we have Darth Malik.
Oh yes, good old Darth Malik. Can't have a top 5 without some Sith Empire, right? So, basically, all the comps that really take down Darth Malik, most of them include Anakin, and most of them include Anakin A for his damage, and B because he has buff and healing immunity on his basic attack. A lot of people use First Order to clean up Malik solo because of the heal block from Kylo Ren. So if you can shed the healing immunities, it makes any comp, makes the team much, much more dangerous. And plus he does get every time he uses his Force Drain, his Gobble Gobble move, he does get a tenacity increase as well. So the more you have
Gobble move?
Yeah. I can't here's right here. Drain Life. It's right here on the screen. Okay, yeah. Every time he uses Drain Life, he does get some stacking tenacity and crit avoided. So you want to shed the healing immunity as much as you can.
Yeah, I've only got him at 77% tenacity right now, at least on one of my accounts. I think I have him higher, like at 120 something on another one, I think.
Why would it be called a Gobble Gobble move, is what I'm wondering.
Because he eats away because he gobbles their health.
That looks a big Thanksgiving.
That makes a lot of sense now. And I wasn't thinking of gobbling as in eating something. I was thinking of gobbling as a turkey, So yeah, Thanksgiving is right around the corner, guys, and there is your first reference. And when you think of
Thanksgiving, think of Darth Malik.
When you think of Thanksgiving, think of Darth Malik. Gobble gobble.
I probably, I'll be spreading a meme around about that.
All right, that's our number 2 character to mob with tenacity sets. Moving along to our number 1 character to mob with tenacity sets. Who is it, Maurice?
Yes.
Damn it.
You guys, a lot of people in the chat called it.
We already know.
Oh, yes.
We said there are multiple ways to mod her, but for the most part, especially for the newer players or maybe players that don't have blazing fast secondary speed depth, you want to run her very, very tenacious. The higher tenacity she counters, keeps stacking her damage, just creates all sorts of havoc. You can't stop her. She's just countering. She,
I guess Remon's eating his microphone.
What? You having a snack?
He was having a gobble gobble moment.
No, My mic was
grab me a
muted.
couple bugles.
I know, right?
My mic was muted to them, but you guys could hear me.
Yes, he needed the bag of Doritos were calling Revon. He couldn't help himself in the middle of the stream.
Well, I imagine many of you watching this stream right now, at some point during your Grand Arena career, have used solo Nest,
Yes.
get undersized banners, max, get all sorts of those goodies that come along with it. She is a great character, offense and defense, doesn't matter. She can benefit from nasty builds all over the place. So very, very good with her on that. And you can do, I mean, the same. She is by far the best example, but you can build characters like Wampa, like Dooku, even any sort of character. You can put like a nasty type build on them to keep them from getting dazed, stunned, whatnot. So that can apply to any. If you guys are lacking speed, you can kind of try to round up your best nasty mods and put a few of your attackers to get the most out of them. Especially if you have that Zeta Dooku, that nasty build isn't terrible on him either. So
Not too sure.
yes, indeed.
All right. I'm curious to see if Vader was the honorable mention.
Vader is possibly the honorable mention,
Oh,
but there's also a possibility that he's not.
it's even worse.
You may be surprised by this honorable mention.
I'm curious to see what is the honorable mention.
The honorable mention is Bosk.
Bosk.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And again, this is one you can kind of sub in any tank. You can sub in crew, you can sub in Scarecrow, Pathfinder. It just depends. Tenacity is very, very good in theory on boss, but the main counters to bounty hunters are like Ray and Imperial Troopers, and just he's going to get his cooldown reduced one way or the other. So the tenacity is not going to really do him too much good on defense, but offensively, it's very good. You could see crew or boss, same sort of thing. If they get stunned, if they get ability block, they can't taunt, and then what good is a bounty hunter team without boss taunting? They're not very durable. So it's very, very important in certain situations. I think offensively, tenacity is very good for boss. You can see I probably have 120-ish% on him here, which really isn't fantastic, but again, his leadership does provide additional tenacity, I think. Yes, or is it just defense? Let me look real quick. So this stuff, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Well, I'm just somebody's asking.
Yes. Using him as a leadership, he can be a little lower on the tenacity because you're getting the 50% tenacity. Same with Zalbar. If you use him under Karth lead, he's gonna get 40% tenacity from that lead. So you got a little extra to play with.
Mm-hmm.
Fourth boss is gonna likely need speed too. So you want to budget your speed and tenacity combos along with the protection and all the other survival benefits that he needs. So.
Excuse me. So, Ray Rock asks, what about IG-100?
Yeah, IG-100 you can sub in here as well. This is pretty much a slot for any of your favorite tank. IG-100 is definitely an honorable mention as well. Yes. Because if he gets stunned, he provides a lot of benefits. He provides no damage, but he does provide a lot of benefits. He keeps taunting and stuff every time he uses basic attacks. So you don't want him dazed. You don't want him dazed or stunned or ability block or anything like that either. So
I would say L3 could possibly be here too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But just, like this is a spot basically for all your tanks basically. Boss was just the prettiest one I had, so I had that Boss. I mean, it doesn't really pick your favorite tank and put him in here. So
for sure. All right, that is our top 5 characters to mod with tenacity sets. If you like that kind of thing, please do smash the like button. Let us know how you feel about it. We appreciate your feedback. Now, we're going to go back here to some gameplay in a moment, but this is typically the time of the stream where we will do the questions and answers segment. So if you guys have any questions you'd like to ask or you haven't asked yet in the chat, now's the time. Type them into the chat and we'll scoop them up and try to answer those questions. And if you have any topics you want to discuss, you can type those into the chat as well, and we'll discuss those topics here before we wrap it up. Yeah, we're not going to be going too much longer because I have, I know a lot of us have work early. We started kind of late tonight, so let's see. Do we have any questions already?
Yeah, I picked up one. I might have missed a couple at the very beginning, guys. I was having some internet issues. But Monado Namikaze asks, should I take my Barris to Gear 13 for Geonosis TV?
I mean, I would say yes. I mean, yes. At least Gear 12.
Yeah, yes, but I would do her kind of last. Like, if you Gear 13 her and you put her on like, a Padme or a clone team and they're all under geared, it's not going to do you much good because the healing's based off their max health. So, I mean, if you take her to Gear 13, maybe do it as a complement to a full other team that you invested all your health and stuff on. I'll probably do her. We'll see. But she's just, apart from her Zeta, she is worthless. Like, she is pretty slow and no damage. Like, yes, she's got an equalized heal, but you can only use it every few turns. I mean, it's just, I don't know. We'll see. She was good for the Hoth TB, so there's some hope there. There are a lot of Galactic Republic teams, especially if you're gonna have to platoon A, B, this character, that character, kind of leave me with incomplete teams. She would be a very good plug-in, I suppose, on any Galactic Republic kind of comp. So. Poperazzi asked, what tenacity was recommended with Zalvar 140-ish? I would say you're probably going to want at least that on any of those characters we mentioned.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you're unsure how tenacity and potency works, a Warrior, many maps, it's probably been a year and a half ago, maybe more now, put out a great tenacity versus potency video. That's kind of what I've always sent people to. He does a really good job explaining the mechanic of it. So after you watch that, you'll realize that you need a lot of tenacity. So, like if you guys are putting 80%, 90% tenacity on a character, you're probably just better off just going full bore protection, defense, health, something else. 80 to 90% tenacity is not going to do you very much. Especially some of these Gear 13 finishers. Like I just took Poe to Gear 13. He gets 20 extra % potency on his finisher. Resistance Trooper gets 20 extra % potency on his finisher. So these finishers are giving, potency. Some of them give tenacity, but I mean, it should really give more tenacity, but it's not. It's about the same. So, yeah. Forbidden Shadow says my nest is 170% tenacity. Yes, that's a good number.
That's really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to get really good secondaries, and that helps out a lot.
We just said okay, Barry McCockiner. That's a new name. Hey, man, welcome. The first Zeta on Padme. Which one would you guys do first? The lead or the unique?
I'm trying to remember. I
think it's the unique first, if I remember correctly.
I'm pulling it up now. Let's see. Hold on.
Well, just I will say, Brian, if you do the Padme leadership, that is going to kind of marry you to the GK Zeta as well.
It's the unique.
It's the unique, yeah. So okay, the unique. One of Padme Zetas will marry you kind of to the GK Zeta. So if you have a Zeta for Padme, you might want to hold off and keep saving it. And then when you have two, put one on GK and then the one on Padme.
Yeah, I would say the unique seems like the best one for sure.
Yeah, you'll probably want them both. It's a very good team, and we've been talking about her all night for the light side TV. So I'm pretty sure she's going to be required. I think that's a pretty safe bet. She's going to be mandatory, kind of like Dooku or Asajj or these characters that are no longer needed in dark side territory battles. I think it's funny they said it's only going to last. It's only a temporary thing. They said the same thing for Captain Han, and I'm still sitting here looking at a 7-star Captain Han. It's like, got me. But let's see here. We got Hold Up. Why did you take Poe to Gear 13? Because I like Poe. I got to run resistance without BB-8 and R2, so I got to have Poe kind of facilitating the team.
He loves his Poe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, that's more useful than my Gamorrean Guard G13 R5. So,
And Ray Rock says he's a pilot of a fast ship, and yes, and I want to have some of these faster ships, the Silencer, Poe's ship, maybe Special Forces type pilots. Fives is a faster ship. Just to kind of, because eventually I'm gonna have to build something that beats the Negotiator, not named the Negotiator. So, kind of like to have some options available. Yeah, Ray Rock's talking about the TIE Fighter, 1 speed faster than Poe. Unfortunately, that's probably not going to be an option for me anymore. I think I just ruined that comp because I'm probably not going to take TIE Fighter pilot to Gear 13 and relic him. So, yeah. I don't really see too many more questions, guys.
Hey.
All right. Yeah, I mean, I think that we have an interesting couple of weeks ahead of us. We've got some stuff coming for sure because we know the movie's coming. We know there's a TB coming. So I think that it should be interesting to see. I guess how things play out. Before what is it, December 24th or December 21st when the movie drops?
I don't remember the exact date.
yeah, I don't remember either.
Soon, TM.
Yeah.
But on a positive note, we should be getting some sort of news on this anniversary thing they were so excited about. Every year they give us these some sort of goodies for the anniversary of the game. So that should be a week or two, if not now.
Yeah.
My God, that's very, very soon. So hopefully we get some
4
goodies.
years, man. 4 years.
I mean, they got a chance here. For, they've kind of had a rocky couple months here, and they've got a real opportunity to kind of make good. Because this is going to be nice and timely. Because like a lot of people have gone to my Marvel Strike Force, gone to this Dragon game, Dragon Champions, and it's going to be about the time where they're going to start all the freebies, kind of give out of the game. You actually see that it's a grind, and so the Galaxy of Heroes has a real chance to maybe get some of those players back. If they do give out a nice anniversary bonus. So
We'll see.
Just being optimistic.
40s, 80s.
Yeah, right. We ain't gonna-
That'd be sweet.
There's hopeful and then there's delusional.
40s, 80s, 100 cryotechs.
Sure. Yeah, we're getting that. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, the double crystal boost on the $20 packs probably ain't going to cut it, guys. So please.
No, yeah. I hate the fact that they used to do the sales on all of the packs, and then they just cut it down to the 20, and I'm like, oh, come on.
Yeah.
Now I would take 50K get one.
Yeah. I don't,
God. Oh my God, people would pee their pants in excitement. Even 25K get one, they would be like, "Oh, that's nice! Wow."
I'll take 2K. I don't care. Just
I'll
give me
take
anything.
any
That's
get.
all
Jesus,
get.
one God.
Just out of habit, man. I messed up. It bought. You spent 800 on some med packs the other day. I was like, no. It's just by habit,
I negotiator and again, I don't spend it on gear. I don't care what the shiny is. I just won't do it because it is so ridiculous to get.
You got the 6 negotiator yet? The 6-star?
Oh yeah.
Oh, see, I'll have them hopefully tomorrow. So I'm a little excited about the extra speed the star brings. So because I'm getting kind of having to dodge the 6 stars on my fleet shard. That's dicey. But
yep. But yeah, I mean, we'll see. I'm sure we'll get some info on that, and yeah, hopefully, like I said, 100 cryotechs, 50s, 80s, and a full 7-star, Shock T. That'd be pretty cool. I think a 7-star unlock of Shock T would be right up the alley, or a full Relic 7 for free. That'd be amaze balls.
Amaze balls.
That'd be so amazing.
Yeah, if you got a R7 for free, who would you take up?
Ooh.
Anakin.
Yeah,
Anakin.
that's the question.
Anakin.
Yeah, I'd save it for my gas.
Okay, I've already got. Yeah, maybe.
I'd save it for gas.
I mean, it's not going to happen, but that would be
No,
interesting.
yeah. I mean,
Because people like myself would see this as an opportunity to waste it. Like, so it makes things a little interesting. You'd see some variety.
it would, yeah. It'd be fun. I mean, but
It'd be time.
I'm not gonna get my hopes up, bruh.
It'd be time for Ranger to R7 his Stick Ray.
No, she's not on the priority of things. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love me some Stick Ray. I use her all the time, and even at Gear 12, she's especially with the bayonets on. Oh my God, she's hits so freaking hard.
You should you should Relic 7 your Stick Ray.
Yes, I'm going to listen to a man that's infatuated with Stick Ray and has 3-dot mods. Yes, that's a good call. Let me just change the mods here.
You should Relic 7 your Stick Ray on the Reality Skewed Gamers live stream this Wednesday.
Yeah, how about Scotty No?
All right. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up here, guys. Unless there's any new questions, I don't see anything.
Everyone's just having fun.
Yeah, I'm feeling a little under the weather, to be honest with you. I've kind of developed a stomach ache.
Yeah. Well, my back's out. Avinash back's out. Little Maurice is hungover.
No, I took a shower before the stream.
No, you get out of here. Yeah, that's why you. Jeez.
I did.
Yeah, the shower did it to him, folks. No alcohol reverberations here.
The shower wiped him out.
Yeah.
But
the water was so hot, I feel the dehydration setting in.
Will Muschamp's up for hire if anybody's interested out there. He's looking for a new job soon. So
we will be back next Sunday with more show, and I appreciate everybody coming out for this this short one here this week. I had a lot of fun. As always, in the interim, though, make sure to check out all of these lovely channels here on the show. So first and foremost, what's going on with Reality Skewed Gamers this week besides the live show on Wednesday?
Well, quite a lot. Just the same old. We're raising money for the ACS. We got a big stream coming up December 7th, where we're going to try to raise the rest of the money. The skewers have been fantastic so far. Oh God, where are we at? We're almost at $7,000 out of the 17.5 already, and we haven't even done the big stream yet. So I mean, they've just been incredible.
Congratulations on that. Congrats.
No, congratulations. 17.5.
It's Maurice.
That's right, train. We won't stop till we get there.
Maurice's traditional train.
The train conductor will be contributing to the.
Listen here, say it's the number 7 coming out of Brooklyn.
It's the Polar Express just rolling by to Maurice's house.
We will do Jedi Academy. We'll do. We just did our D&D stream today with Star Wars D&D stream. People are really liking that, so I think we're going to stick with that one for a while. People are really liking just Star Wars and D&D. Just two of their favorite things combined, so we've been doing that. More Battlefront action this week, things of that nature. So, yeah, a lot of good stuff coming down the pipe.
Sure. And what about Boba's Alliance this week?
We just recorded our podcast last night. Should be out in just a few days after editing. I was doing a live stream a couple times today for a couple other games. So it's like I'm worn out from just talking all day long. So that's just what I've been doing.
You'll lose your voice and you'll like it, Avinash. That's just the way it goes.
I'm surprised I didn't lose it. So I was.
Avinash comes on next week.
Yeah, I've been in voice chats for the last 12 and a half hours straight.
Ranger, I got thrown. Like, oh my God.
All right, so make sure to check out their podcast when that drops. And what about Maurice? What about you and TMoney? What's going on with Operation Metaverse this week besides the live show on Tuesday?
Tuesday, 10 o'clock. We had a video about all the feats. And then I put some of the feats in there, so we did not release the video. And we went on a pretty significant, 10-minute discussion on that feat and the data mine that was, clear one zone perfectly, clear 2 zones perfectly, clear all 12 zones, clear 12 battles perfectly. So we just decided not to release it.
forget that shit. What's TMoney doing now that she can't do GAC? I mean, how bad's the withdrawal?
Nothing. Yeah, it's been Discord silence from her. I guess she's.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. So.
How come she can't do GAC?
Well, she forgot to join.
Whoopsie. Yeah.
Oh, no. Well, it's crappy rewards anyway.
You're really not. I might as well get that frozen.
I think that's what she says she's gonna do. We'll see. We'll see. I don't think her competitive nature will allow her to get in there and just take a loss. So we'll see if she can.
No.
Because it is extremely difficult to get Carbonite. You know what I mean? Like that's
right.
We've done one battle. I'm almost up to the next level.
You guys be crazy.
You can join in between Paparazzi, like the next wave. You missed the 3 battles, and you have an opportunity to join again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 2 more days, and it should be okay.
All right. Well, make sure to check out the Reality Skewed Gamers stream on Wednesday night and the Operation Metaverse stream on Tuesday night. Links are in the description for those channels. And also, when Boba's podcast drops, definitely make sure to check that out. Link in the description for that channel as well. So I appreciate everybody coming out. A lot of fun. We'll be back next Sunday night. Same time, same place. We look forward to seeing you then. May the force be with everyone, and have a great weekend. Hopefully we'll get some news about the upcoming TB and any possible reworks or characters over the next few days. We'll see. But may the force be with everyone, and have a great night. See you.